everyone, I'm your host, Brittany Jones-Cooper, and welcome back to Build. Today, I'm sitting down with Ava Michelle to talk about her film, Tall Girl, where she plays Jodi, the tallest girl in her school who constantly feels insecure about her height. That is until a foreign exchange student helps her to see things from a different perspective. Take a look.
You know that really, really tall girl that you go to school with?
Would you maybe wanna...
Well, that's me.
Never mind.
16 years old, 6'1.5".
Well, how's the weather up there?
Nice sweatpants, Sasquatch.
What'd you say to my best friend?
Farida, please.
Honey, you just have to be strong in the face of adversity. Oh, I love it. That's the one.
You're perfect.
I just think it's crazy you won't date a short guy. You really think that at any moment some taller than you, perfect guy is just gonna walk through that door?
Okay. I'm going in.
You are?
No, of course I'm not. The guy got out of customs, what, an hour ago, and she's already marking her territory.
How you liking America so far?
I'm liking America very much so far.
One day, Jodi, you're gonna stand up and say, I love all 73 inches of myself.
Hello?
Hi, I'm the new exchange student in your school. I was hoping if you wanted to go with me to the homecoming dance.
Yeah, sure. I mean...
Gotcha.
Let's face it, Jodi, you're the tall girl.
I just want you to feel normal.
Dad, every time you try to make me feel more normal, you just end up making me feel like more of a freak. I need your help.
Little sister. I've been waiting for this day to come my entire life. I'm going to extreme makeover the crap out of you. Let's get to work.
So you're telling me that a lip gloss and a lip glass are two different things?
Stop stressing.
I look like Grandma's couch.
Or a beautiful mermaid princess.
Now this is me.
I like new Jodi. Face your fears, Jodi. Going after what you want, Jodi.
I've been in love with this girl since elementary school, and this new guy blows up my plan.
You're moving in on my man.
No, I'm not.
Stay away from him. I will. Stop agreeing with everything I'm saying. Okay?
We've all got something about ourselves we wish we could change.
You're my big little sister. That's me.
The only thing that we can control is how we deal with it. When you're a tall girl, it's the only thing that people see.
It's not the only thing I see.
I just want to make sure that you don't get hurt.
Put your hands together for Ava Michelle.
Thank you, guys. I am so excited to be here. Oh
I'm so excited to chat
This microphone's
with you.
also like really fun. I'm excited about it.
Doesn't it make you think you can sing too?
It does. It makes me feel like I'm like an official performer, singer, you know?
It's a weird confidence I have every day, but I never punish the audience by actually singing because it would be horrible.
That's okay. There's auto-tune, you know? That's good.
You're just saying that because you can actually sing, and I've heard you do it in this movie,
Thank you.
which I saw now. I've seen it twice.
You have?
Yeah, because I interviewed Luke Eisner a little bit ago, and then I just wanted to rewatch it with fresh eyes, and I just love the message of it. It is such an empowering movie for somebody who was tall in high school as well.
Right.
That's
You are
an
tall,
adult
and it
now.
makes me so happy. I love it.
And it's just so fun to see such an empowering story, and it feels like the perfect role for you for so many different reasons.
It really is.
Yeah, so take me back to
honestly,
casting and how that all came about.
This role blew my mind. I remember the moment that I was like getting off the exit to my house and my manager sent me it just said, tall girl, Netflix, I'm getting you in here. This is perfect. Read the script in like all caps. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And my manager is not like that at all. Like she normally is downplaying everything. And so I just read the description of Jodi, the character, and it was like, she's 16 and she's 6'1.25". And I was like, this is me, okay? And I just remember my mom and I both got chills, and she looked at me at that moment, was like, I think this is it. And now looking back on that, I'm like, wow, moms are so wise. She knew. But no, the casting process was actually insane. It was the most nerve-wracking experience I've ever been through. So I first auditioned in August of 2018 and didn't hear anything for 3 months, and then found out that they were doing a worldwide casting for my role. And I was like, wow, okay.
I didn't get it.
So the worldwide casting, there's no way, like, wow, okay. Anyways, so then 3 months later, I get called back in. And then from there, I was in a total of 6 or 7 times, which is crazy. And then finally booked it in December. And yeah, it was just insane. Like my last audition was a chemistry read with a couple of the Stigs and Dunkelmans and Kimmies. And it was 6.5 hours and I had over like 30 pages of sides. And I was like, whoa. But I'm thankful for it because I think it really prepared me for the role, because when I booked it, I felt like, okay, I earned this. And I feel like if I didn't have that, then I would feel like on set that I had something to prove, you know? So I'm thankful for it, but also so nerve-wracking.
And is this the first time
Crazy.
you've had your name be like the top billing on something?
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't even expecting that.
Right.
I say it all the time, like I thought I had big dreams until I booked this role, because I'd always been like, I want to be an actor and I want to be like a guest star on this and then, make my way up. And now that I'm a lead in a Netflix movie, it is just mind-blowing. And now, being in LA and seeing the billboards, and I'm literally at Trader Joe's. A Trader Joe's. It's like my body on a Trader Joe's. It's mind-blowing, and it feels so surreal.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about when you start sort of going after your passion and your dreams, is that the things that happen are so much bigger than you actually imagined.
Right. It's so much bigger. I was not expecting it at all. And just like the things I've learned and the people that I've met, it's just been the most amazing experience.
Yeah, and I would imagine the feedback you're getting from fans of the movie, because like I said, I think it's something that a lot of women experience.
Yeah.
And this is like the first time they're really getting to see themselves reflected on
Right.
screen.
And I think it's the cool thing, because I am finding my tall girls and my tall people, because a story like this has never really been told about height. And also I'm getting those DMs about people who are like, well, I'm not really tall, but I have this and I'm insecure about this, and your movie really inspired me to love myself. And so I think it's really cool, because not only is this something about height, but it's about, we all have insecurities, and it's how we deal with them and to learn to love ourselves, but also respect that we're all going through the same thing. We all have insecurities, even the person who you think is perfect on Instagram, or the person that you think is the most gorgeous girl in your school. They are going through the same thing you are. So it was just a perfect back to school movie too. Yeah. So I hope people can really learn something from it.
I think they will. And I think that's what I liked about Stig, how do you say it?
Stig.
Stig as
Stig
well.
Mullen. Yeah.
He's beautiful. I mean, Luke, guys.
Beautiful man. Yes.
And he's tall and he's musically talented.
Yeah, ironically, he should be teaching me piano, because
he's that good.
He's that good. He's so good. And guitar, he's even better. And I can't touch a guitar. I play piano, but I'm very new to it. So like literally that entire day on set, we just spent time like playing piano and doing covers and stuff. And then I looked at videos like back, because, my mom took behind the scenes video, and I was like, wow, Luke, thank you for letting me play, because I was so terrible. Like, wow. But
you guys were really singing together.
We were really singing. Yeah.
And those are beautiful harmonies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was so fun. We did. We had some rehearsals at like this recording studio, and so we practiced it, and there was many versions of the piano, but we ended up on this one that had a lot of like jazz New Orleans influence, which was really cool. But it was crazy because my voice doesn't go with everyone, and right when we started singing, we were like, our voices go together so well. And so that's kind of what created the collab with Stan Tall and all of that. So,
and that makes sense. You guys have such great chemistry on set. You guys had to have an on-screen kiss and all of that. Like, how important was it building that chemistry to be comfortable in those moments?
Yeah, I mean, this was obviously my first time, kissing on screen and doing all of that. But I have to say, Luke and I from day one had amazing chemistry. Like, even in our chemistry read, I remember we both, because it was that scene for our audition, and we didn't kiss, but we hugged, and we hugged, guys. But it was the most intense hug I've ever had in my life. We walked out, and both of us were like, we have chills. Like, I've never felt like that way in a scene. I've never had a connection with anyone like that. So for us, it was really easy to get into that place, which was, a different experience for me, but it was great. Yeah.
And your other leading man, Dunkelman.
Griff Dunkelman.
I love him
great.
so much. And again,
him.
Your chemistry is so much fun.
He's amazing.
But I think it also shows an important role of like being open to a shorter guy.
Oh, for sure. And I also just love his character so much on how confident he is, because I feel like a lot of the, teen rom-coms or coming of age stories, you always have like the guy that likes the girl, but he never says it. And he's always, that best friend. So I think it's cool to have that kind of person that is like so open and is really like confident himself to tell this girl that he loves her, you know, every single day.
Always ready just in case.
Always ready, like always ready. That crate goes everywhere. On set, it's like, where's his crate? Where's the crate? Crate, we need the crate, you know.
You have several crates on set just in case one got lost.
Well, funny story. I don't know if I should tell this, but we're going to tell it anyways. The last scene in the first script, he got on the crate and went to kiss me, and we kissed, and then the crate broke. So we actually shot that scene twice just for like rewrites and stuff, but the first one, so it broke. And so we'd have to like, and he actually jumped through it and like broke it. It was so much fun. So we had like probably 10 crates on the side for that one. Yeah. But it was fun.
Have you ever dated somebody shorter in real life?
A fun fact, I've actually never dated anyone.
Oh, good for you.
know, so I'm picky, and I'm just gonna go with that. So
please just like stay picky for a few more
there
years.
you go. Yeah. But honestly,
enjoy this amazing ride that you're on.
Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm definitely like, I'm not against it at all. I'm so much more about the person you are inside. And I know that sounds like cheesy, but I really, really am. If I could have a real life Dunkelman, I would take it in a second, you know?
I think that's such an amazing point of view to have at your age specifically. I think a lot of women like struggle through their 20s of like, I don't want to date somebody younger,
right?
Or not younger, shorter. And you end up passing up really amazing people.
Right. And I think it's difficult because in this time we have social media, which is a lot of just showing what people look like, and we don't really understand who they are, but the looks have become so important, and the likes and the comments and like just this facade of this perfect life. And so I think, you know, that could be a part of why we are that way. So I hope that, you know, this movie can kind of show that those people around you that love you for who you are truly, and every single part of you are so special, and do not take that for granted. You know,
I love the way you speak about your journey with your height and the confidence. I think it's so important, but I also know that journey hasn't always been easy for you.
No, not at all.
You are a
Still
dancer.
isn't.
You started out as a dancer.
Yeah, I did.
And I know from Dance Moms that that was an obstacle for you really early on.
It was. I mean, everybody's like, well, when did you have your growth spurt? And I really never did. I was just always really tall. I was in kindergarten. I was the tallest person in my class in kindergarten. And the guys didn't start passing me until, I don't know if they did actually. 8th grade, maybe. I think there was one that was taller than me, and it made me feel really good. But yeah, I mean, it's always been a difficult journey, and I don't think that I realized how hard it would be until I was on Dance Moms and I was in LA auditioning, and then my height was the thing that was stopping me from getting what I wanted. So I would go into auditions, and I would get really far, they would pin me, and then it all come down and be like, okay, so the opposite that we hired is actually shorter than you, so it's not gonna work, or you're just too tall for this role. And that was really difficult because, you know, you have dreams and you've worked your butt off, and to have something, you know, I'm a perfectionist, so I'm like, what can I work on? Can I like fix something? Does my acting need to be better? Like, what is it? And it was really difficult because it came down to something that I could do nothing about. But now I realize that all of that was supposed to happen, you know, because if I would have booked the role before, I might not have booked Tall Girl. So it's, you know, everybody has that right thing and the right timing, and you just have to believe in that, you know.
When you look back because I'm still a little mad over Dance Moms, it seems like you're past it.
I am past
but
it.
it was like pretty savage and intense.
You know what's funny is that I didn't even realize the irony of me getting kicked off the team for being tall and then booking the role, because that's been like the thing. I didn't realize that until it was a headline. I was like, oh, wow, that is true. I feel like those moments I've kind of just like blocked out of my mind and been like, it happened, but I'm good. I'm strong because of it. And I'm actually like super thankful for it, because I have become such a strong person and learned so much about myself through those hard times. And I think it, you know, it helped me relate to Jodi even, you know, everything that she goes through. I think our emotional journey is very similar. And that was the thing that I could really relate to. And then being able to convey it in a movie was just amazing.
And you didn't stop dancing.
I didn't stop dancing.
The most beautiful
I could
part.
never stop dancing.
You kept dancing, which shows that it is a passion of yours. And I see on your Instagram, you're still like, you still post videos and dance. What does that expression do for you?
Dance has always been my outlet. I mean, I started dancing when I was 2, and I mean, I don't know how much dancing I really did at 2, but and then my mom opened her studio in Michigan when I was 3. So that was my life, and I always, you know, was like, I want to be a professional dancer, and anything that I was going through, I would always just go in the studio and start dancing. And so that has been my outlet since I was really young. And, you know, I came out to LA and realized how difficult it was going to be with my height. And, you know, I decided that I was just going to do it because I loved it. Because I did find that going into the business and getting told no because of my height and, you know, just different things was starting to make me somewhat resent dance a little bit. And I was like, I don't want this relationship. Like, this means so much to me, and dance holds such a special place in my heart because I really think it's made me the person I am today. Just, you know, having that work ethic at a young age. But so I still do it every chance I get. I love it so much, but just mostly because I love it, you know, which is cool. It's nice to have that thing.
I could see you being like a badass action hero though. Like when I think of like the tall women in Hollywood,
Right.
Charlize Theron,
Yeah.
like, and because you
Gal
have this,
Gadot.
you have this command over your body because you are a dancer.
Right.
I just like already see that happen.
That has been a dream of mine for such a long time. And I actually went and took some like stunt fighting classes. So fun. And I box. So I'm like, we're gonna like manifest this. We're gonna make it happen.
Your leg I mean, I've seen you. I was like, that
fan
would be
kick over people would be cool.
It would be fantastic.
I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it'd be really cool.
Whatever you said, I co-sign it.
Right,
Did
there
you
we
say
go.
Fan kick?
Yeah, fan kick.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, you know, yeah.
You want to do it or no?
Well, the pants might not allow, but
That's fair. So your journey through Hollywood has been sort of a quick ascension. Have you thought about like what roles you do want to go for in the future or things that really interest
yeah,
you?
I mean, I'm not picky at all. I mean, having a role for my first role, the one that relates to me so much, is so special to me. I would love to play something that's like a strong woman character, whether it's like a superhero or like Hunger Games or something like that. I would absolutely love that. But I love staying in the teen world and just showing what we go through and being honest and true to that. I think that's really cool, but I love acting. It's amazing.
And you're so multifaceted too. I can see you going a lot of different places. I know you also do music as well.
I do,
You were talking in the back. You said you're actually making music with Luke.
I am making music with Luke, yes.
This
So his
beautiful
band-
man.
Yes, he's in a band, Voila. So it's him and Gus, who's from London, and they're amazing. And we started with Stand Tall and recorded it. And then I was like, I love this team so much. And so I decided I wanted to put out original music just as an artist. And so we've been working on that, which should be coming out actually like really soon. So it's been so much fun. So
What's
it's so
the vibe
crazy.
of the music?
The vibe, I would say, I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out. As like a young artist, I feel like our job is to put feelers out there and kind of figure out what our sound is and not lock us down and, you know, to a box yet. But I think it's like Julia Michaels, Alessia Cara-esque. So kind of that vibe.
I like
but like
that.
they're amazing, so I'm gonna try. So yeah, that's the vibe. But so exciting. It's just really cool to see kind of all my worlds come together because, you know, growing up, everybody would be like, well, which one do you like the best? And like, are you gonna pick one because you kind of have to? And so it's cool to show that in a movie I can act and sing, and then, you know, dance is what's helped me, you know, in so many things. And so it's just really cool to see it all come together. And then Luke and Gus were just perfect. So
Is there an actor that you look up to as far as somebody who like chooses things that seem really authentic to them? Or?
yeah, always it's been Blake Lively because I fell in love with her watching Gossip Girl, but she's tall, and I think she's made some really great choices in her acting career. I'd always said that if I wanted my career to emulate anyone, it would be Blake Lively. I also love Jennifer Lawrence. So like if you put those two together, they're just so talented. It's insane.
I love Blake Lively. You could also play her little sister. Have you been told that?
See, I want to. I'm like, let's pitch it.
Can you guys see it? I can
let's
see it.
Let's do it. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cast things here all the time.
You do.
So I'm casting
which
that
is
right
great.
now.
Let's just send it. Let's send it to Blake. You know.
Why not?
Let's just do it.
I mean,
know?
have you seen the internet these days? That actually makes
Oh, I
people,
know.
like,
It's
get
like, should I
movies.
just like slide into the DMs and be like, hey, you want to play sisters? Let's like write a screenplay. Cool.
Not even joking though, you should. I was talking to this
Should I?
director the other day, and she literally cast her movie by slipping into actors' DMs.
Well, I
and just
want
being
that.
like, hey,
Let's
I think
do
you're
that.
really lovely.
What's a 5-month audition process? Let's just do that.
That's what I'm saying. Just bypass it. Just play your own
Right?
game. I
there
think
you
it'll
go.
work.
I might do it. Thank you
Okay.
for that.
Hey, you're welcome.
You're giving
and
me this
I'll
push.
only take 5%,
Oh, okay, perfect. That's great.
which I think is less than a number.
I was expecting more, honestly.
saying.
So I would have given you more, but it's fine. It works. I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I don't know
It's
either.
fine. We're just like taking
we're
your
just going
career in
off.
all these amazing places because I think we're both really excited about where it's going to go.
So excited.
And your message is also you're putting on clothes, right?
I am.
T-shirts?
I am. So it's a new T-shirt sweatshirt line, and I've been wanting to do it for a while. And you know, a lot of people do merch, and I was like, that's so cool, you know, to interact with your fans and you know, have a way that they can support you. But I really wanted to create something that was different and that I could start a movement with, because from a young age, I mean, I was cyberbullied and I was body shamed a lot on social media, and you know, my journey, similar to Jodi's, was finding self-love and self-acceptance. So I wanted something that could constantly be a positive reminder and create that kind of offsetting social media. So I came up with a line that has, it's t-shirts and sweatshirts, but they have sayings that are backwards on them, so that when you look into the mirror, you're saying it for yourself and you're saying this to yourself. Because I feel like a lot of these anti-bullying campaigns and things are about the bullies, and I'm like, no, we need to make this about ourselves, because once we love ourselves, there's not going to be insecurities, and bullies are normally bullying because of their insecurities. So we can kind of go in a different direction. And also, I just felt like the mirror was such a negative space, and I really wanted to turn that around and say, no, like, we should look at this, and you know, it says, I'm beautiful, I'm worth it, I love me, and those are such powerful things. And you know, recently I was doing working with some of my friends that I brought in on the campaign, and it was so cool because when they looked in the mirror and we were doing these things to where they actually said those things to themselves in the mirror, and almost all of them had these reactions of like, I've never said that. Like, I've never felt this way looking at myself, and just being able to do that, like, I'm so excited for it, and really hope that it can really spread some love and a light on all of us. So it's called #SelfLoveClub, and I'm doing it with this company called Known Supply, who is amazing just on their own. Just really quick on them because they're really cool. They supply jobs and fair wages to I can't talk. Women in third world countries, which is amazing. So it's mothers and women who wouldn't be able to get these jobs. And so not only do they do that, but on the tag of the t-shirts, you have a picture of the woman who made your clothing. So it's all about knowing that what these people are going through to make these clothing, to make these pieces for you. Because I feel like in this day and age, we take those things for granted because we walk into Forever 21 and we're like, oh, we're buying this, but you don't know really what goes behind it. And also on the tag, they sign it for you, and you can go on the website and look them up and see their story and everything. So it's really an amazing company just on their own, and that's why I wanted to use them, is because they're really trying to make an impact. And I think that's something so special that I've never heard of before, and really makes us think. So,
and it's such a positive impact. What you just said about looking in the mirror is so true. Like, if you're tall, you wish you were shorter. If you were short, you wish you were taller. Fat, thin, everything. No woman is actually happy when she looks in the mirror. Yeah. And I like now that we have more music and more books and more movies that are encouraging women to love what they see.
It's amazing.
I just don't get why we're so hard on ourselves. It has to be like all the outward pressure.
So hard on ourselves.
We're the hardest on ourselves.
So hard. I don't get it. You know, and I catch myself doing it all of the time. Even just on social media, you know, it's just natural for us to compare ourselves to these beautiful humans who are on Instagram, but you just have to catch yourself and say no. Like, I have my things. You know, I am special because of this, and she's special because of that, and that's the way it is, and that's why we're so unique and so different, and that's what makes the world interesting. So,
and sometimes you have to remind yourself, which is where the t-shirt will come in handy.
You know, I am beautiful. Okay, cool, got it.
You are beautiful, Ava.
Thank you. I was like, whoa, that kind of sounded weird, but that's what one of the t-shirts says. So, okay,
we'll buy it.
There you go.
Who has the first question?
Oh, here we go.
In the movie, Jodi seems like hesitate to defend herself when people are saying like, oh, how's the weather up there? But in reality, the things kind of going on in our real life, right? When others are saying the things to you. So I want to know, like, how did you do to defend yourself? Or like, it's not fight back, but just like,
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I realized about Jodi and why she didn't fight back, because that was a huge thing that I had to kind of dive into, because me as a person, I would fight back. But I think it's because Jodi didn't have the support system that I had, especially in her family. She didn't really have anyone that she could directly relate to in what she was going through. And so I think right when she finds her support system is when she starts standing up for herself. So I think it's so important for all of us to find those people who love us around us and, you know, find self-love and all of that, because she was really in a place where she felt nobody could understand her. So I think, you know, that's why that happened. But I was really thankful for my mom who supported me, who's like sitting over there. Yeah.
I also like Farida, her friend, because we all are friends like that. For our friends, but sometimes we can't see our own greatness, but we always have those friends who are reminding us how great we are.
And we take them for granted.
And we think they're lying.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They're not. Jodi was so lucky to have two friends, Angelica and Griffin, if they're real names. Yeah. It confuses me all the time. But yeah, so lucky to have them. So I only hope that everyone can have friends like that, honestly.
And when your friends tell you you're great, believe them.
Right.
That's something that took me a little longer to learn maybe. But it's like you have these people in your life for a reason. You have to believe them and trust them.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one.
Love that.
I'm Sarah, and my question, I'm from Kids Day, and my question is, what was your favorite outfit to wear during the movie?
Favorite outfit? I mean, how could I not say the suit? I don't know how I couldn't say the suit. I loved the suit because right when you put it on, I just felt like a boss. So cool. And also those heels were 7 inches, so I was 6'8" in the heels, and we had like 300 extras. Yeah, 6'8". I got scouted. You know, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. But yeah, so I was really tall, but I think that it shows you that like just putting something on can change your whole vibe and your confidence. But also, really fun fact, one of the outfits that I wear in the movie is actually from Titanic, from the wardrobe of Titanic. So I just convinced myself that I was wearing Leonardo DiCaprio's pants because a lot of, I mean, why not? A lot of the clothing was men's wear, which is really cool. And I think Jodi has really influenced my style. So love it. Yeah.
Has that inspired you at all to maybe one day work on your own line for tall women?
I would love that.
Right?
Because jeans shopping is, it's terrible.
Oh my God.
I dread shopping for jeans.
Wearing high waters is cool now. But it certainly was not the deal. Even the length these pants are, these don't fit me. They're just too short.
See, the thing, the saddest day of my life was when ankle jeans became a thing. Because I was like, now they're mid-calf jeans. This is so greatness. So yeah, I would love to do that. Especially, jeans and having longer arms and that'd be great. Let's go in on it together.
We have started so many different ideas during this. I think we need to
we're business partners officially.
I think we could have a tall, young millennial
I like it.
fashion line.
Let's do it.
That is trendy, but crop tops are actually a little longer, so they're not
so it's
bras.
not above your ribs. Yeah.
They're just sports bras for me sometimes.
Right, exactly. I get that too. It's, tall girl props. It's a real thing.
If you guys know, you know. If you don't, whatever.
We all got our thing.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm at least when you're a little bit shorter, you can cut the pants. I wish they would sell extra material that we could add on to the pants, but that's not a thing. So,
or it could be another idea.
Entrepreneur
guys,
here.
stay tuned. This is not the last
Are we on Shark Tank? I don't know. Right? I'm just kidding.
Are we?
Are we?
Oh
is this? I think.
Is that Damon John over there? Well, I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing our business ideas, so we're going to go. But make sure you guys check out Tall Girl. It is streaming now on Netflix. And put your hands together for Ava Michelle.
Thank you guys so much.